This is my final version of the MatrixMadeEZ circuit. It is meant to be a button-controlled animation where a person walks when one button is pressed and falls to the ground when another button is pressed. This circuit was meant to be designed with aesthetic appeal and efficiency in mind. This is why a half breadboard was used. Since there are so few hardware components, it doesn't make sense to have it on a full-length breadboard. Also, the components are placed in a way that makes ergonomical sense since someone can hold it on the outside and see it displayed in the middle. Finally, a 3D printed case is used to hold the circuit in place. A more complex case was in mind, but unfortunately it was printed incorrectly, so I had to revert to a simpler design. The hardware side to this project is relatively simple. The two buttons are able to alternate between high-low signals when pressed repeatedly, with a wire connecting the low side to an Arduino pin so that it is able to read the state of the button. In this way, the software can say what to shift out on the display depending on the state of the buttons. The display itself, or the MatrixMadeEZ PCB, consists of two shift registers, one SNC and one T-PIC, which control the state of the columns and rows of the matrix respectively. For this to happen, the required pins for shifting out bits are connected to the Arduino along with power and ground. The software in this project consists of four main sections: integer definitions, void setup, void interrupt, and void loop. In the integer definitions section, the needed libraries are included, which are timer1 and EEPROM, and all the numbers used in this program are defined appropriately. In the void setup section, the shift register pins are set to output and the button state pins are set to input. Also, timer 1 is initialized and attached to an interrupt that is used in the next section, which is void interrupt. In this section, the variable flip, which is defined as 0, simply counts up at the defined speed. Finally, the void loop section, the program is told what to do depending on the state of the buttons. When the first button is high, the timer1 variable is used to shift between two arrays that make it look like the person is walking. When the second button is pressed, millis and delay are used to scroll away the ground and make it look like the person is falling for a moment and then make them land on the ground. And that is how this project, the MatrixMadeEZ, works. Thanks for watching.